Well, hey everyone, it's Marcus, and welcome to more chatting in my jungle room. You know, we're in the thick of the Adelaide Fringe season. It's starting pretty soon, and there's a really special lady that is coming back. She's had a bit of a break for a couple of years because life got crazy, but she's back, and we're going to talk to her about the show right now. Amity Dry, hey, how are you?
Hello, my love. I'm really good.
Good to see you, my dear. Good to see you.
It's so lovely to see you. And it's lovely to be back talking about a show again
I
after a bit of a
know.
break.
You did have a little bit of a break. So, The Perfect Life, a musical by Amity Dry, is coming back to the Adelaide Fringe. What caused the hiatus? Why did you have that little break from performing?
One word, COVID. As every artist knows, 2020 was really an explosion in our lives, really. Up until that point, I was traveling around the world. I was singing on cruise ships. I was working full time as a performer and really loving it. And then COVID came along, Fringe 2020, everything shut down, and I haven't really performed since. I had to get another job outside of the industry that I sort of thought, well, I'll try something different, and got into real estate and thought I'll see how it goes. And turns out it went pretty well.
Mhm.
So I have been very busy doing that and really loving that. But this show for me was always unfinished business because I was in the thick of developing this new version of it. And I just can't let it rest until I've put it on stage.
Oh, I'm so excited. Well, first of all, can I say congratulations on the real estate job because you are pretty much the real estate queen of Adelaide. Let's be honest. There's been awards and accolades all over the place. You are killing it. So congratulations on that. Um,
Thank you.
in regards to performing, before you've decided to put this back on stage, this show, did you end up missing performing?
I did. I think I was kind of ready to have a bit of a break. I'd been doing it for 25 years, like literally since I was 15. And so I think I did need a bit of a break of the touring and of the stress of producing your own work, which is very stressful. I've chosen another very stressful industry, so I haven't managed to escape the stress at all. But I have missed being on stage, and I've missed being creative, and particularly like working with other performers, and that feeling you get when you're singing with somebody else. Like there is nothing like it. And the feeling you get when you're on stage and you're connecting to an audience is still my favorite feeling in the whole world. So I have missed that.
Well, it's about to start all over again. How
Yeah.
exciting. Hey, so The Perfect Life, tell us about it. What's it about?
So The Perfect Life is about women. It's about four friends and kind of a year a bit in their lives. So it's about marriage, motherhood, relationships, friendships, the juggle and the illusion of perfect. So it follows four friends who are aged kind of 30s to 50. And it's really a celebration of just our everyday domestic lives. Like there's no war, there's no big historical event. It's just about women's lives and really shining a light on that, but also celebrating what that is, because we all have these messy, hard, wonderful, complicated lives, and I want to talk about that.
So when you were writing this piece, so actually, when did you write it? What year was that?
Yeah. So I started writing it. It was actually the first cabaret show that I ever wrote, when my son was little. Now, you know how old he is now, but I'll get to that in a second.
Anymore.
Yeah, right. He's now 6 foot. So I had just had a baby, and I had just moved back to Adelaide, and I went to the Adelaide Cabaret Festival, and I was like, wow, this is an amazing format. I want to do this and talk to people about what I'm going through, which is motherhood. So then it was called Mother, Wife, and the Complicated Life. Started off as a one-woman show. It got such a great response that I decided to turn it into a musical. So it could be about four different characters, not just my story. By then I was pregnant with my second child. So I wrote most of it while I was pregnant with her. So we debuted that in the Fringe in 2011. And that child is now 15 and a half. And the little one is 19, nearly 20, and I have been working on this show ever since. So it got into the New York Musical Theatre Festival. It's played in Norway. It's been translated to Finland. It was in development for the West End back in 2017. So it's had all of these lives. It toured Australia back in 2015. And so each time we do it, I redevelop it. I put more of me into it. I've now gone through a divorce and I have an adult child. So that part is, developed. I'm not a new mum anymore. So it's really grown and developed over the years. And now I feel like both it and I are grown up and we're ready for our debut.
Fabulous. Hey, so when you were writing it the first time round, were you really drawing on a lot of your own experiences, or were you looking at some of your friends and being like, you know what, I'm going to take that and put that in the show?
Both.
Yeah.
100% both. I don't think I could write the show now like it is, because you look back with such rose-colored lenses, on that early motherhood stage, and I really was writing it in the middle of the night, half the time with a baby on the boob, like amongst it all, and going to mothers groups and hearing everybody's experience and putting that into the show. So yeah, it is all, and I think there's a bit of me in each character.
Yep, I like that. We are everybody. We're all one, aren't we? Let's be honest.
We are. And the thing is, we really are. And every time I do shows, the shows that I write and produce are mostly aimed at women. Well, they are aimed at women. And I've done a show about aging and divorce, as you know, and every time women come up to me afterwards and they're like, "That's me. You're telling my story." And I'm like, we're actually all the same. Like, our stories are so similar, but there's not enough main stage productions about women's lives.
And this is your platform. This is why we love you, and this is why you're here.
This is why I had to come and do it again, because I believe so passionately in telling women's stories and speaking to women and making them laugh and making them cry and entertaining them and making them feel less alone. That's my biggest passion in life.
Amity, tell us about the cast.
So excited about the cast. So we have a National Musical Theatre cast. So we've got Kerrie Anne Greenland, who was recently here as Ellen in Miss Saigon. So she is wonderful. She's originally from Adelaide, so she grew up here, and she's been Eponine in Les Mis. She won a Helpman Award. She is incredible. We have Chloe Zuel, who was Eliza in Hamilton. She was in the original cast of Six. She was, oh my gosh, she had another amazing credit that I can't even think of right now, but she's incredible. She's done lots of amazing things. And then Adelaide local Dee Farnell, who was recently in Come From Away. Interestingly, Dee was living in Griffith when we toured the show there in 2015. So she had actually seen it. So when I asked her to do it, she was like, "Oh my God, I loved that show. I cried the whole way through it. Yes, I'd love to do it." And Kerrie and Chloe, despite being very in-demand National Musical Theatre performers, when I sent them the script, they are both young mums, and they both called me back straight away and said, "Yes, we believe in this. We've read the script. This speaks to us on so many levels. We want to do it."
Terrific. I like it. So your daughter, who's how old? 15 now.
Yeah, 15, nearly 16. Poppy, who you've known her whole life, I think.
Has she seen the show when it was on previously?
No, because the last time we did it was in London in 2017, and she wasn't there for that. So no, of course, her whole life has been this show, so she's she knows that there's many inspirations about her in the show, and she's kind of seen me working on it, but no, she's never seen the show as a grown-up kid. So I'm excited about that too.
You can probably get free tickets, let's be honest.
I mean, if she does the dishes, maybe I'll put her on the door list.
Amity, let's go back even further again. What year was it that you first appeared on the block? When was that?
Okay, see if you can guess and work out how old we are. When do you think it would be?
My guess is it might have been 2006.
2003.
Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So 22 years ago, which, God, that's aging. It's actually upsetting, Marcus. So I was 25. And it completely changed my life. I had a top 10 album. I went from just being, a singer-songwriter trying to get a record deal to on the front cover of magazines and people knowing my name. And it was a wild ride. And then we did the All-Stars series in 2013. So yeah, it's been kind of almost my whole adult life.
Yeah. And obviously it's just led your way into all this stuff, including now real estate as well. Phenomenal. But hey, I mean, obviously, let's talk about that song that came out that just went viral. Everyone was, I mean, viral wasn't a word in
No,
2000.
viral wasn't a thing. And it's
No.
funny actually, because my kids now, they're like, oh, you don't have that many plays on Spotify. I was like, you guys, Spotify wasn't a thing when the Lighthouse came out. Trust me that lots of people played it, just not on Spotify. So they're like, yeah, they think for them that's like the be all and end all.
The Lighthouse, incredible. When's the last time you actually sung that song?
It has been a while, I have to say. It's been a while. I don't know. Like it's still like I'm so fond of that song, and that song. Even when I wrote it, I felt like it was a really special song and was really proud of it. And I still have people say to me, we listened to that or we played it at a funeral, or like it is a special song to people even now, which makes me very proud.
I think it's time to bring it out again. It's going to be stuck in your head all afternoon now. You know that.
Yeah. Actually, I did do it in a show right before COVID, I think, or maybe after COVID when we all came back and did one season, like maybe 2020, 21 or something like that. And that was nice to sing it with a band on stage.
Maybe it can be the encore for this show that we're talking about now.
Maybe, you never know.
Hey, so one more question for the block. If they
Yes.
bring you up and said, come back on it, we need you, would you do it again?
Oh, I don't think so. I really don't think so. My now husband, Ben, I think he would hate it. I don't think I'd be allowed to go on it with like a husband 2.0. Look, you never say never, but I'm certainly not calling them asking for it. That is for sure.
We just sit and wait, see what happens.
You never know.
Hey, so like we said, everyone, The Perfect Life is part of the Adelaide Fringe, superstarring Amity Dry, with the other three actresses. Just say their names again for me.
Kerrie Anne Greenland, Chloe Zuel, and Dee Farnell.
Fabulous. And it's appearing at the Arts Theatre from Thursday, the 12th of March, everybody, to Saturday, the 21st of March. Arts Theatre is just in Angus Street, or is that Flinders Street?
Yeah, just Angus Street. So it's in the city, just off Guja Street. So you can park at the markets, have a nice dinner beforehand, come and see the show. So it's a full-length musical, so 2 acts. We've got a band. Like this is an international standard show that you get to see in Adelaide during Fringe. So please come and support it. I would really love my hometown to get behind it.
Get your tickets. I mean, look, can we be honest? Your shows, every time I've been to one of your shows, it's sold out. Like, it's going to happen.
Yeah, well, that would be, your mouth to God's ears. That would be amazing. Yeah.
Hey, so do you think this has put a taste back into your mouth as we lead out? Do you think this has put a taste into your mouth to do more work in performance?
Look, right now I'm in the thick of producing and promoting and stressing about ticket sales and trying to juggle 2 jobs and 4 children. So I'm going to say no. But as soon as I've come off stage, I will 100% say yes. And that's the thing, like this is the hard bit where you're like, why do I do this? This is so hard. And then you get on stage and you feel that buzz and you're like, oh, that's right. That's why I do it.
Well, excitedly, you were very, very kindly offered 2 tickets to give away to a lucky winner. So everyone jump onto the win section of onyourmarkus.au. You can win a double pass to see The Perfect Life. Otherwise, go out and grab some tickets, support arts and entertainment in Adelaide. I'm going to ask you one last question. I keep on saying that, but I'm going to ask you one more. What defines the perfect life for Amity Dry?
Oh, gosh. Family, laughter, music, home. Now, as I get older, that's where I'm happy, is with my people. I'm so grateful for health and my family and the home that we have and the experiences I get to have. And I'm probably at the best point I've ever been in my life.
You know what? You've worked hard for it and you deserve all the happiness.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Amity, always lovely catching up with you. And I will see you at opening night for the show. I can't wait.
See you there. Thank
Bye,
you. Bye, darling.